The White House has been open to the public more or less since 1801, and crowds flock there to see and imagine President Lincoln's tenure, and his tenure has fascinated people for 146 years since he left. All presidents leave and theoretically never return. Lincoln's departure at the beginning of what might have been a brilliant second term is a tragedy wrapped in crime, an event so perfectly placed in happenstance as to seem written by a dramatist. As time passes beyond those occupants' time in the White House, the details of their lives in the building become more and more interesting. What they ate, who they saw, what purposes and what the premises looked like then, and when those banished people were in their prime. Such material provides the scene and staging upon which the great acts and personal lives were performed. Lincoln's White House was the stage and setting of the Lincoln triumph and the Lincoln melodrama. The stage was a very old house by American standards, occupied 61 years when Lincoln took office, just about 61 years, and was one of the largest residences in the United States, probably the largest, if you could compare it to a private house. George Washington had built the White House. The British invaders in 1814 burned it down. Surely news that got some way into the ear of a 5-year-old Lincoln. James Madison and James Monroe rebuilt the White House, and except for some new furnishings now and then and innovations for comfort, this is the house Lincoln entered to live the rest of his life in on March the 4th, 1861. No president to come would be more closely identified with the White House than Abraham Lincoln. It is very likely that had Lincoln's presidential history not taken place in the White House, there would be no White House today.